right, this next short video class will be a Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, but we're going to be lifting the pelvis more, we're going to be spreading the legs more, and you'll need one belt. I have 2 bolsters, but you could use 1 bolster and 2 blocks. I've just put the bolster here, so this is the T. This vertical for the back, and then here against the wall is where your feet will go. I brought an extra blanket here, depending on the height of your bolster. So in case you need to build it up, in case your bolster is not very high and you want to make yourself a little bit higher, I brought these pads here. You can put a blanket under the bolster. You can just have the bolster on the floor. So you can build it up any amount. So now I've taken these extra 2 blankets and I've folded them in half, and I brought them here onto the bolster. So when I lie over it, my pelvis will be here. My pelvis will be higher than normally in Setu Bandha. So this is nice opening for the pelvis, nice lengthening, nice for the upper back, nice for the chest and the breath. So I'm sitting down, and I'm going to take the strap right around the legs on the calves. So I want to bring the legs apart as much as I can. So I'm going to widen that strap, and then I'll scoot down. And now this is mostly under my lower back. So I'm going to bring the blankets a little bit closer to the edge. Sit there. And then extend my legs. Now, because I have that strap, the feet don't have to go to the wall, but if you have the feet at the wall, you can certainly press your feet into the wall. I'm using the feet on the bolster to come down until the shoulders are on the floor. So depending on how high the bolsters are and that extra height, if you put some extra height there, you might have to build it up until your shoulders come onto the floor. You can put a blanket there and fill in that space. The back of the head is on the floor, and just relax your arms out to the side. Then press into that strap. Heels are facing onto that bolster, toes are up toward the ceiling, descending the thighs. And with the blankets under the pelvis, the tailbone is being moved in and up toward the ceiling. So I'm getting that spreading across the pelvis, across the abdomen, and that lengthening. Chest is lifting, very quieting. Shoulders are moving down. Back of the head is lengthening. So again, if your head was too far down, you could always fold that blanket so that you have more head support. You can even roll the blanket so that you have neck support. So depending on how that feels for you, this is going to feel really nice. The neck is supported, the shoulders are touching the blanket, and I've got my arms out to the side. So it's this very open space. So especially when it's hot, when the weather is hot, some of you may not have hot weather right now, but if you do, and you just need to cool off and create some openness, this is very nice to bring your arms out to the side, bring your legs out to the side, allowing that breath to come through the pelvis, down into the pelvis, up into the chest. Let your shoulders sink down. And just make sure that the back of the head, you can have your hands back by the bones, lengthen the back of the head so you're right on the center of the back of the head. Chest is lifting and the chin is slightly moving down. So there, your throat is relaxing, coming into that bandha, which is locking the chin and the chest. So just be there with your breath. Allow yourself to get quiet. As you exhale, feel the weight of the body moving down. And then at the same time, as the hips are lifted, the chest is lifted, feel the breath moving into those areas. Supported Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. You can release the legs in the strap, and you can take the feet together in Baddha Konasana. If you had any tension in the hip joint, you can just support that with a couple of rolled blankets there. These are all things that you can be aware of when you're doing it at your house and you feel that you want a little bit extra support if you want to stay longer. And then to come up, you bring your feet back onto the floor. And because I'm on such high height, I'm not going to try and lift up. I'm just going to lift my arm up, roll onto the side, and just rest my head on my arm. Be there for a few breaths, and then come up. Okay, so again, you can take the support that you need. You can build up as high as you want. So this is with the pelvis opening more. The chest is opening, of course, but the pelvis is a little bit higher. Okay? Enjoy your practice. Namaste.